this is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. Yesterday on Thursday, May the 15th, there was this new snippet which came out from the Sports Ministry of India that they are potentially looking at allowing players of Indian origin, overseas citizens of India, card holders, OCIs, to potentially represent India in sports. And the two sports mentioned are football on one side and tennis on the other side. And I directly see a lot of excitement amongst fans, amongst people who are well-wishers of Indian football, Indian sports, and thinking, hey, finally, is the government waking up? And I'm one of those because I've been fighting for this issue for the last 24 years, hoping that at some stage the government of India realizes the potential that people of Indian origin have for us and look around us of what is all happening, especially in Southeast Asia at this moment in time, even in South Asia, with people of origin coming back to represent their countries of origin. But now the question is, how serious is the government of India? Is the government of India really quite a bit down the road? Because whatever has come out is via a so-called source in the sports ministry. Yes, I know for a fact that conversations on this topic have happened on and off a few times over the last few years. Even I have had conversations with the current government, but not with this sports minister, about this topic. And the hope is at some stage that things will change. The question is, how does the government do that? Is it an amendment to the Citizenship Act, or is it a change in regard to representation for India in sporting events? So there are different ways of how you can do it. I am not getting overexcited by this piece of news, but I'm happy to hear it because there is a realization. Again, we on this channel talk a lot of football, or nearly only football, but other sports are being looked at as well. Tennis is explicitly being named. It is actually the original sport about the topic of OCI PIOs was discussed 15, 16, 17 years back. But there are other sports as well who could gain from overseas Indians representing India. And I think Olympics is something of a topic which India is looking at seriously. 2036 has been discussed, of course, on that front. And therefore, players of origin make it interesting. But how quickly can it happen? Because for us in Indian football, it is a topic of, it's a big need. It's a big need at this moment in time, because if we look at the Indian national football team, if we look in general how the things are shaping up, players of origin could help us. And that's a topic that is there. The AIFF has to proactively work with the government of India to try and push this agenda. They need to work together with the Indian Olympic Association. And interesting, of course, the president of the AIFF, Kalyan Chaubey, is not only that, but also the joint secretary of the IOA. So hopefully Kalyan is talking about this, and it's not just, we're trying to create a committee, we will put some names together and then we will see, and nothing has actually come out of that from the AIFF. So therefore, I'm hopeful that something down the road will happen. When that will happen, of course, is the big question. But still, that the topic of OCIs representing India is being discussed in the sports ministry, that's a positive step. And let's hope something happens on that. What do you guys think? A good thing, a bad thing, just some piece of news that has come out? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com, and I'll be back very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.